What is going on, fishy friends? So we got a lot to talk about since the other day. Let's see, first things first, I got a few more discus. There's another 4 young discus. These came from a local breeder, and the parents of these fish were both purchased from Kenny's Discus. So these are offspring from a pair of discus from Kenny's Discus. If anybody knows Discus, Kenny is quite a reputable breeder. Anyway, these are the offspring of a red Rafflesia, not sure how to pronounce it, and a Penang Eruption. They should get quite red. Right now they look kind of a yellowish orangish. So the other 4 discus that I recently bought are now in this tank. They're hiding back there behind the driftwood. I just moved them over yesterday, and everybody is acting a little skittish. Those are my larger red Turks. They're looking pretty good. I had the 2 German blue rams in there, and they were recently moved. I only see the one of them. That's the second one in the back. They're looking a little skittish right now too, but they're both in here. Let's see, and here is another pair of German blue rams. This is a male-female pair who chose one another, but I have not seen any eggs from them yet. I don't see the female right now. Everybody else looks like they're doing pretty good. I had a problem in this tank last night. Everything looks like it's okay now, but I came over and the temperature was reading only 68 degrees. So a relatively new Marineland 50-watt heater has completely failed in less than 2 months. I believe that's the second one of those that's failed. The first one I was able to get replaced by Amazon, and this one is 2 days past the return date on Amazon. So I'm going to have to contact Marineland to see what they can do about fixing that. I think these guys are looking pretty good. So down here is everybody else, including another male-female German blue ram pair. Just put in that piece of slate for him yesterday. Hopefully they use it for its intended purpose and lay some eggs over there. They don't seem to be defending that corner yet. Anyway, this tank it's looking pretty good. I didn't have much of a scape in mind. I've kind of been using some trimmings and just some extra plants in here. I had a bad algae outbreak in this tank that I have been able to get rid of. I got the CO2 dialed in, fertilizers seem to be dialed in. I got 3 Siamese algae eaters in here. They're nearly impossible to find. And 3 Amano shrimp. And nobody wants to come out and show their face right now, but they're all in there. There's one of the algae eaters underneath that suction cup over there. So they've done a good job clearing the algae. And then I got problems in this tank with algae now. Despite the algae issue, the red tiger lotus is growing like mad. Everything else is doing alright. Let's see, we got about 5 Reminos in here. Gotta grab a few more of them and get them a bigger school. There's that zebra loach down there. He has been really hard to find in this tank, but like you just saw, he's in there. I've just realized this week I've had a problem with the CO2 in this tank, and the result is all this algae on the glass and a ton of hair algae everywhere as well. So I come to find that my CO2 reactor, this is a ISTA, I believe is the brand, Mix-Max reactor. The CO2 coming in the line here isn't strong enough to push the water through there. So I moved the reactor from over here, where it was right next to this sun filter, put a longer line on it, and put it over here, which is closer to my source CO2. And there's the bubble rate. Bubbles per second all the way over there on the right. Good luck counting it. I don't know, it's 2 or 3 bubbles a second, I guess. But it had been dialed in and working well, and now it is no longer working with this reactor. So I'm going to have to go back to a diffuser setup or something, maybe. Got to do a trimming and a water change in this tank. Water changes here. Water changes over there tonight. Let's see. Rainbow fish are looking pretty good. Those rams are still hanging out over here. Doesn't want to focus. There we go. Color on them is looking pretty good in this tank. Needless to say, it looks like they're enjoying their new home here compared to some of the other tanks I've had them in. Now hopefully they can start spawning for me. That'd be nice to see. Alright guys, that's it for now.